Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, I'm going to be ranking every single brand new Maestro card from worst to best here at NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. I've been doing this video for a few weeks now, ranking each of these Friday drops from worst to best, and I think it does a good job of putting into perspective what these drops are looking like and which cards you should be targeting, which cards you should be trying to stay away from. Admittedly, half of the cards in the drop are gambling only cards, which sucks, yes, but it kind of is what it is. At this point, we kind of either have to live with it if we're going to play the game or stop playing the game. Those are kind of the two options at this point. I definitely recommend not funding it financially. I would not recommend putting money into this game or anything along those lines, but I guess each person is entitled to do what they want at the end of the day. And yeah, going to be ranking each of these games, each of these cards, I should say. Hope y'all do enjoy the video. Before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 25,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Tons of consistent daily MyTEAM content. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Start off with number 13. The worst card from today's drop is Chauncey Billups. This card is just not very good. He's not a great athlete whatsoever. Missing finishing badges. Defensively, he's good, yes, but his release is bad and he's undersized. 6'3" is not incredible. SIGs are like meh, not very good. Pro dribble style is fine. The rest of his SIGs aren't particularly great. Basic Hezi means his same side burst sucks. His release isn't very good. He's super small. He's not a great athlete. He's just not a very good card. He's the worst card from today's drop pretty easily. Ricky Rubio at number 12 is better, yes, but kind of has the same flaws. Not a great defender because he's undersized. Stats are good. Not a great slasher either. Very similar to Chauncey also. Just like Chauncey, a little undersized. He's even more undersized. But what I will give Ricky Rubio the benefit of the doubt of is I think his release is better. He does seem to have some slightly better SIGs as well. Assuming his animations are a little better, which they do look to be, I do think he's the slightly better option. And I think he is still not very good, but number 12 on this list. Number 11 is Cliff Hagan. Also undersized, also mediocre, only 6'4" at shooting guard, but at least he's more complete badge-wise. Slightly better finishing ability, even though the stats still aren't there. At least he's got precision dunker and posterizer on gold. Great shooter, great playmaker. Defensively, pretty similar to the other two guys. Release, though, is pretty good. I will say that. SIGs aren't great, I will say, by any means. I think he's a really, really good shooter, though, and I do think he's got a little more size than those other two guys do, and I know his release is pretty good. That Kevin Knox base is actually a very nice jump shot, so I think he'll be okay, but certainly too undersized and not a good enough playmaker to really be particularly anything great. Moving on to the number, 10 spot, which would be, I guess, Antoine Walker. Also, yeah, at least he's got size, though, 6'9". He's not a great defender by any means. Half brick, wall and post lockdown are nice. Everything else is on gold. But at least he is a complete defender, if not a top-tier amazing one. He comes with pretty much every single important badge, so that is nice. Playmaking, shooting badges are really good. Finishing-wise, he's certainly not bad. Really good finishing badges. The stats aren't quite as good, but he's also a very good shooter. This card's actually pretty solid. Trey Escape as well is also a very, very nice SIG in of itself, and this Biombo base is not as bad as you would think. It's actually not that bad. So, honestly, you could even make an argument that he might even be a little bit higher than this on the list. I think he might even be number 9. It's really close between him and Bryant Reeves. This Bryant Reeves card is not terrible. This is who I have at number 9. Another decent card. It definitely could use some shooting badges upgraded, as well as a little bit of playmaking upgrade, but he is a versatile enough defender. He's got good speed for a big. He's a legit 7-footer with a very large player build, really good interior finisher, and 79 3-ball rating. This Vucevic base honestly is not bad, although admittedly only on normal. It's not great, but I actually think he's okay. I will say I did probably rank him wrong. I would put Antoine Walker over him. I would put Walker at 9 and then Reeves at 10. I think that's probably fair. May even put Walker at 8 over Vucevic as well, because here's the thing. Vucevic is only 6'10". He's better at power forward than he is at center, but he's a little slow at power forward, and he's also not a great playmaker. But he's a really, really good shooter. 93 3-ball, bunch of Hoff shooting badges. Defensively, you know what? He needs work defensively, too. I kind of ranked these cards wrong. The thing is, he's just got a better release. Same base as Bryant Reeves has, but I would actually, now that I look at the two cards compared, Bryant Reeves is bigger. They have the same base. Vucevic's upper is probably better, but badge-wise, Bryant Reeves is more versatile defensively, and he's 4-speed faster and 2 inches taller. You know what? I take this back. Number 8 is Walker. Number 9 is Bryant Reeves. Number 10 is Vucevic. And then Hagan 11, Rubio 12, Billups 13. Now, Admittedly, all these pink diamonds kind of suck this week. I'm going to be completely honest. They're just not that good. So, number 7, moving on to the opals and 100 overalls, is Kyrie Irving. He is the worst of the opals just because of his lack of size. His movement is very, very good. His stats and badges are incredibly complete. Defensively, I guess he could use some work. And yes, he could use some finishing work as well. And he is only 6'2". But he moves very well. He has all of his own sigs. His release on very quick. He is a very fun card to use. If not the most meta amazing point guard, still a very fun card to use. Still very good. But he is the worst of the opals. Number 6, going to be J.R. Smith. The thing about JR is that I don't like his movement that much. Yes, he's got D-book dribble style, which is nice. Yes, he's got a decent drag back, a solid behind the back, and a decent escape. But his fade isn't great. His release for a very quick release is not that fast. His behind the back I do think could be better. Defensively, he's better than you would think, but he's still not the most amazing defender in the world. No movable enforcer at all. I do like the card, though. I think he's actually pretty solid. I just don't think he's incredible, and I would say he's probably the worst of the rest of the opals, but to be fair, putting him at number 6 is pretty fair. Number 5 is Hedo Turkoglu. Really good card. Hedo is 6'10", great offensively, really nice release, great playmaking ability as well. Solid all-around stats and badges, pretty versatile defender, needs brick wall, fast feet, stuff like that added probably, and doesn't get a movable enforcer either, but he is a legit 6'10" with, I think that harden behind the back is really good. Steph's drag back is awesome, and MJ dribble style is also really nice to have, and his release is very, very smooth, very nice as well. Definitely an improved release from what his Amethyst had. They changed the base from the Amethyst. He's one of the first cards all year to get his base changed. They changed it from Amari base to that Dylan Windler base, which is 100% an upgrade, and overall, really nice card. Put him at number 5. Number 4 is going to be Hakeem Olajuwon. Hakeem is amazing. He is one of the best bigs in the game. He has a very nice release. He stretches the floor incredibly well, can put the ball on the floor at a pretty high level, and is one of the most versatile and elite defenders and interior finishers of the entire game. That being said, I only have him at number 4 because I think this is one of the best drops in terms of the opals that 2K has done yet, which is not a good thing, by the way, because these gambling only cards suck, and having them be this much better than the pink diamonds the way that this week's set is really disappointing, but it's also kind of the truth. Like last week there were some good pink diamonds. This week, just not as much. These opals are really, really good though, and Hakeem only at number 4 is kind of crazy and just goes to show how good this drop is. Number 3 is Cade Cunningham, the new best point guard in the game. They dropped 3 different cards today that are the best in their position, which is kind of crazy. But 7'1" wingspan, 6'7" height. He's got tray escape at the PG spot and really great size for a PG. Amazing shooting and playmaking badges, but he is a pretty good versatile defender as well, good on the perimeter, and with the size that he's got at 6'7", he's going to be much better defensively with only a couple Hall of Fame badges compared to a guy like Ricky Rubio or Chauncey Billups, who we talked about earlier, or even a Kyrie Irving, who has similar defensive ability because he's 6'7". That's the value this Cade gives you, and not to mention obviously moving amazingly well, being an elite level slasher, being an elite level shooter with a great release on very quick. A ton to like about Cade Cunningham. He is an amazing card. One of the best cards in the game, and I think he's the best point guard in the game for sure. Number 2 is Ron Artest. This card is extraordinary. He is the best shooting guard in the game. He is the first card better than Kobe since literally before Christmas. That's insane, but that's how long Kobe was the best shooting guard in the game for in some capacity, either his pink diamond and then I guess his opal and still kind of his pink diamond. But finally, Ron Artest, I do think, has taken that throne. Ron Artest, well, stat and badge-wise, he's insane. He's one of the best defensive cards in the game, has Hoffa movable at the 2, which is incredible. So not only is he a great offensive card, he's great defensively, but then you look at the offense, changed his base, gave him an elite base on very quick. Rudy Gay Upper is one of the best in the game. Pro 2 fade is maybe the best fade in the game besides Trey fade. Dribble moves, MJ dribble style, Trey escape, John Wall, drag back, and Jamal Murray behind the back gives him the best half-court stakes in the game pretty much. He is an extraordinary card and one of the best cards in the entire game. Without a doubt, like top 5 card in the game. The best of the best. The 100 overall Dirk probably is better though. For some reason, Dirk also has Jamal Murray behind the back. Kind of stupid. His SIGs are actually very nice. Kemba escape with that behind the back and John Wall's drag back, Kyrie dribble style. Really nice fade and his own release on very quick. He is so glitchy and so good for a 7-foot power forward. Able to do everything on the court at an incredibly high level. One of the very best cards in the game. Obviously, these 100 overall cards basically do not exist. You will likely pretty much never run into them, but Dirk is one of the very best cards in the game, so yes, he is the number 1 card from today's drop. It is a real shame, I will be honest, that the pink diamonds are substantially worse for the most part than the Galaxy opals this week. Really disappointing, but it's the honest truth, and I'm going to rank these cards honestly for y'all. So I hope y'all did enjoy the video, and if you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.